we're gonna tell them all about the 2024 books that they need to pick up, right? Yes. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to another day of vlogmas. There's only a few left, you guys. It's crazy that this is almost over and Christmas is almost here. But in saying that, we're going to talk about the new anticipated 2024 book releases that I am so excited for. You guys have no idea. Ummy's excited, I'm excited, and I wanted to share with you guys the ones that I have been having my eye on and literally cannot wait any longer. We're going to go through those, and then also at the end I do want to just share a few books that are on my 2024 TBR no matter what. These are no-brainers that I need to get through in 2024. I will be prioritizing it. Before we get into this, make sure you like this video, especially if you think my dog's cute, and subscribe if you haven't already. We got my coffee and we got my list of all the books that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Firstly, coming in hot on April 9th, we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and this is starting a new series. Now, if you guys have read the Chestnut Spring series or you have heard all the rave of it, it is such an amazing series and I highly recommend. But this is a new one. We have a new place, new characters, except it is still in the universe of the Chestnut Spring series, so you're gonna see the characters from the other series pop in there as well. I'm so excited for this. Obviously a cowboy romance aesthetic. I'm here for it. I've been loving reading about cowboys recently. I don't know what it is, but Rhett specifically will always have my heart forever. I'm super excited for this series, even though I still have to finish the Chestnut Springs series. Hopefully I'll be done the Chestnut Springs series by the time this new series comes out. But we literally have like no information on this new series. All it says is Elsie Silver comes in all new small town romance series set in the same beloved universe as Chestnut Springs, new town, new characters, same addictive love stories. That's all we get. The anticipation is there. Next is a very, very, very loved author. I have personally never read a book by her, but coming April 2nd, we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This author has been blowing up recently, you guys. I cannot believe I still haven't picked up a book by her, but summer books are always my favorite, so I'm super intrigued for this one specifically, even though it's so far away. But I'm pretty sure this one is like an online meet cute situation going on, and obviously a summer fling. Like, we gotta love those, right? This whole thing just seems so freaking cute. Like, they both think they have the worst luck of dating, that as soon as they get broken up with, the other person seems to like find their soulmate. So these two people that are struggling to find love decide to fake date so then they can kind of break this curse that they believe is happening to them. So they decide to fake date, which, hello, my favorite trope ever. And plus it's like based in like a lake house, little private cottage. It's just giving the aesthetic that I want. Plus everyone keeps saying how amazing her writing is, so I'm here for it and I'm super excited to try a book by her. One I am extremely excited for, June 18th, we have another Riley Sager book coming, you guys. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. First of all, Riley Sager has become one of my top 3 favorite authors of all time. Hearing that he has a new book, even though I have to wait till June, just knowing he has a new book on its way, I cannot wait, first of all. And honestly, we have a full synopsis for this, but I don't want to read too much into it because Riley Sager's books are the best to just go into completely blind and just watch all the twists unfold, watch his crazy writing in front of your eyes. Like, he is perfection in my opinion. But this one basically follows a man and his childhood best friend goes missing when they were kids. Now when he's an adult, he ends up going back home to his childhood family home, and that's when things just start to get weird. Things start to unsurface, some weird things start happening in the middle of the night. It just makes the man question, like, maybe his childhood best friend is still alive, maybe he is out there somewhere and now things are happening and maybe he'll be able to find him. And it says, the closer Ethan gets to the truth, the more he realizes that no place, be it quiet forest or suburban street, is completely safe, and that the past has a way of haunting the present. I'm here for it. Plus it's Riley Sager. Come on, you guys. Get excited. March 19th, we have a book that I haven't really heard too much from. I've seen it a lot on TikTok, so that's a reason why it caught my attention, but it's called Dirty Little Secrets by Jessica Lepp or Leppe, and this is like a co-worker workplace romance based in a school. So they work at a school and they're co-workers and stuff, and that's like the gist of what I got from it, but the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I don't know, I'm in for a good workplace romance, you know? You never know what it's going to entail. Hopefully it's pretty steamy, but I've never heard of this author, so I'm curious to kind of just pick up a new author and see if I like it or not. Another one that I literally cannot wait for, February 6th, we have If Only I Told Her by Laura Nolan. And this is the second book to the If He Had Been With Me sort of thing series. Can you even call it duet maybe? This supposedly is told in Finney's point of view. And for all the people out there who have read If He Had Been With Me, you guys know how heartbreaking this book is going to be. You know how it is going to destroy you all over again. So now that we have the option to get Finney's whole point of view, because in If He Had Been With Me, we only got Autumn's, I am just screaming with excitement. Like, I literally cannot wait. One of my subscribers commented on one of my YouTube shorts about how there's gonna be a second one coming, and I was so excited, and ever since she commented that, I've had my eye on this book and have just been counting down the days until I can read it, because I feel like we need this closure, we need the extra details, and we need that point of view of Finney, because the whole time, even in the first book, he's a very closed off character. He's very shy, and he's very just to himself. And so now that we have his own POV, I feel like we're really gonna get the whole story. We're really gonna get to see all of his emotions unfold and get some answers, to be honest, because I feel like we need that. So another very, very big anticipated read for me, and I'm just getting very impatient on waiting. On February 13th, we have The Catch by Amy Lee, and this one supposedly is the third in the influencer series by her. I read Set on You, which is the first one in it, and I absolutely ate it up. I was meaning to read X's and O's when it first came out, but I never got around to it, so knowing that there's a third one in the series and it's like that fisherman aesthetic, I'm here for it, and I'm willing to pick up the X's and O's now because of it. Plus, I've just been wanting to read it forever. But this one specifically says, a grumpy lobster fisherman tosses a fashion influencer's impeccably curated life overboard. I'm loving it. We have a Boston fashion influencer, so you know how that kind of goes. She's thrown into a rural area on the east coast of Canada in like a small fishing village. So you can only imagine how lost she's going to be and how it's going to be completely different from her everyday lifestyle and stuff. Putting those two together just seems like chaos waiting to happen, and it's also mainly based in Canada, which I love reading about my home country. So I'm extremely excited about this one. Hopefully we're going to get some exceptional banter. I know Amy Lee is definitely good in that area, from the first one at least. Also because I've never really read about a fisherman trope, but it seems intriguing, so I'm here for it. On April 2nd, we have The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, which, if you did not know, Holly Jackson did write the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I'm almost done, and I absolutely love that series. So seeing this standalone coming very soon, well, soon-ish, I should say, I'm super excited about this because she is one of my favorite authors. Her mysteries are just impeccable, especially because they're fast-paced and easy to read. And with this one, we do have another mystery, obviously. We have a new character named Belle. She's also 18 years old, just like Pip was. And in this one, it's kind of based on Belle's mother disappearing when she was just a little kid. And she was the only witness of her mother's disappearance, but she doesn't remember like anything. So her mother's been missing for a very long time. She's become determined to figure out what happened to her mother and discovering the shocking truths of where she went and what happened to her. So she is filming a TV like mystery documentary on this whole thing and solving her mother's case. And when her mother appears, she comes back with this shocking story, almost unbelievable story. So now Bella's kind of reminiscing and kind of really taking into consideration, like, did that really happen? Is it too crazy to be true? Is she telling the truth? Like, who knows? So that is what she's kind of uncovering. And the last thing that is explained, it says, Holly Jackson comes a mind-blowing masterpiece about one girl's search for the truth and the terror in finding out who your family really is. Super excited for this one, especially because it is an extremely loved author by me, so I'm excited for this standalone. March 5th, we have Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice by Elle Cosimano. This is the fourth book in the Finley Donovan series, and if you guys have watched my other videos, you know that this series is very loved by me. I have read all the way up to the third, so I've been waiting for the fourth. I'm not gonna lie though, the third was kind of just getting dragged on for me, so I am kind of iffy about picking up the fourth one, but then again, like, I need to keep up with the series and I need to know what's going to happen to Finley and Vero because they are the perfect duo in my opinion. And even if the plot is kind of getting dragged on or it's being too repetitive, Vero and Finley will always make up with it for their banter and their problems that they get themselves in. They are just so hilarious and so enjoyable to read about, so I'd say overall, I'm still excited to pick up this book, but I can say so far that the first and second one were way better than the third one was. The cover seems kind of intriguing though, and I'm pretty sure this one is based on like a girls' weekend getaway that they go on, so that seems kind of interesting. I'm excited to see what kind of gets transferred over from when the third book ended and what's going to carry over into their mysteries and their next problems that they're going to get. March 12th, we have Happily Never After by Lynn Painter, a very, very loved author by me, and this synopsis kind of was very different. I'm still kind of a little bit confused by it, but let's just say these characters seem to have a very interesting job, like a very not common job. It kind of just says, her savior comes in the form of a professional objector whose purpose is to show up at weddings and proclaim the words no couple wants to hear at their ceremony. I object. So I think this guy's job is to literally just kind of say I object, so then the other person that wants to get out of the marriage doesn't have to do it themselves. So this person does it kind of for them in like a less awkward way. It's still gonna be awkward, but a less awkward way, I guess. I don't know. But it's Lynn Painter, so I'm just willing to go into this book completely blind. I do not care what the plot is, who the characters are, what it's about. If it's Lynn Painter, I will read it. Super excited about this one, especially the cover is so freaking cute, like, hello. And I'm genuinely excited to read something a little bit different from Lynn Painter. I mean, this seems a little bizarre for her books. Not your typical romance, in my opinion, so I'm interested to try something new. You know, 2024, I'm all about branching out of my books. I think this one counts as one of those books. And lastly, January 13th, we have Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey, and I've been wanting to read a Tessa Bailey book for so long, you guys, and I feel like this one just seems so fitting, especially because it's coming out very, very, very soon. So I was super excited when I heard about this coming out because we do have like a sports romance going on, and I want to get into those more in 2024. I feel like that's just a trope that I'm really gonna enjoy, and I've never read one before, or if I have, it wasn't memorable enough. I'm pretty sure I haven't, but if you guys love sports romance, let me know some of your favorite recs down below because I need some, because I want to get into them so bad. Specifically, it seems like we have a professional golfer going on, and he was once the best golfer. Now his career's kind of just plummeting, and he's just been playing bad and having some not so good luck in his playing, so he decides to quit. But before that, there's this fangirl that is always on the sidelines. No matter how bad he plays, no matter what mood he's in, she's always on the sidelines cheering for him. When he quits, he doesn't see this coming when said fangirl shows up at his door willing to be like his caddy girl and his personal little cheerleader and help him get back into golfing and help him revamp his career, basically. And in doing this, they have made the deal to split the money. Something's in it for her and something's in it for him, but little do they know that spending that much time together, especially traveling for the tournaments and being in the same room and getting closer, we all know what happens. So even though the sport is golf, it seems kind of interesting. I mean, I'm always interested in golf. Super excited to kind of dip my feet into the sports romance trope going on, but I definitely want to read some more. So make sure you guys give me some recs down below because I know you guys have some good ones. I just know it. But those are all the anticipated 2024 releases that I'm so excited for. As you guys can tell by all my explanations, I'm just bouncing with excitement. So that is that. Now I quickly just wanted to go through the 2024 books that are no-brainers for me that I already have, that I haven't gotten to in 2023, that I promise you I'm gonna get in 2024. Like, I just have to. The first one is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. I'm literally on the last book and I desperately need to finish this, especially because of the things I've heard about it. I'm just so excited, and not just for the book, but to finish this series and kind of get that closure of being done it. Like, I've just been wanting to finish the series forever, and this one is a must. Very, very soon, hopefully. A new anticipated read for me, Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This is a new series that I probably shouldn't be starting, but eventually in 2024, I will pick this up when I don't have that many series I have going on. But Lauren Asher is a new favorite author of mine as well. Very late to the trend, but I did just start the Dreamland Billionaire series, and I absolutely loved it and ate it up, so I knew I had to pick up another piece of work by Lauren Asher. It was just a no-brainer, guys. I also really need to read these two very, very popular books by another one of my favorite authors, Final Girls by Riley Sager. This one I've heard so many good things about, and out of all Riley Sager's books, this one was the first one I had my eye on in general, like very, very first one. I just never gotten around to reading it. This one is definitely a must in 2024. I slowly want to work my way down his backlist, along with the famous The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. How have I not read this yet, guys? Like, come on, like how? I don't know what's happened, but this is also a must as well. As you guys can tell, I've had a little bit too much caffeine, and I'm very, very sorry if I'm talking way too fast. On the more serious side, I really want to read Burnout, The Secret to Unlocking the Stress Cycle by Emily and Amelia Nagoski. This one, I feel like I really just need to read, especially after going through Vlogmas. I'm gonna learn so much from it, and stress is something I deal with every single day, so I don't know why I haven't prioritized this, but in 2024, I'm really going to be working on managing my stress, and I feel like this might be the perfect book to do it, especially because it has a few little workshop things in it too, so I'm here for it. I also really need to read this duet. Like, I really need to. It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. I'm so late to the trend, you guys, but I'm gonna do it one day, and I feel like I just need to form my own opinions on what everyone's been saying. Well, has been saying, I should say, because it's so old now, but plus Colleen Hoover is another author that I really enjoy. I feel like her books are a good refresher, so these are a must, along with all the other ones. You guys already knew I was gonna say it. I really want to come close to completing the Addicted/Calloway Sister series by the end of 2024. I don't want to rush it because of how much I'm in love with the universe and I want to be in it forever and not finish it. But at the same time, I do want to put a dent in it and kind of just slowly work my way through it because I just love it so much. So specifically the Calloway Sister series, I'm super excited to get into to learn all about the sisters and all the friends and just it advancing, if that makes sense. This series is going to definitely be a priority going into 2024. 2024, that is so crazy. I remember when 2023 just started. And lastly, I really want to get more into Lucy Score. So this one I have is Maggie Moves On. This was my first book I picked up by Lucy Score, and I actually just finished her Christmas book, and I really enjoyed it and really enjoyed her writing. Her writing regarding banter, hello, it is so perfect. I also just found a new favorite author, so I really want to pick up more books by Lucy Score moving into the new year, and I feel like it will just be a good time. But those are all the books that are no-brainers on my physical TBR going into 2024. I feel very content. Compared to 2023, 2024, I feel like I am going into the new year with a lot more loved authors, because before I felt like I would just kind of pick up a bunch of random books by a bunch of different authors, but now I kind of have an idea of the authors that I like, the writing style I like, the certain genres that I like. I feel like I just kind of have a better idea. It's just making me so much more excited going into 2024 with all these amazing books that I need to pick up. I'm gonna tell you guys this every single time, and let me know if you agree with me, but there will never be enough time to read the books that you want to read. There's so many books out there, and there's just not enough time, in my opinion, so we'll just have to slowly get through them all as much as we can. That is where I'm going to outro this Vlogmas video. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing my 2024 anticipated reads and some of my physical no-brainer TBRs that hold me to it, guys. I will get to. Make sure you hold me to it, because knowing me, we never know what will happen. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know how to do. Make sure you guys check the Vlogmas playlist that I have linked down below. We are basically finished Vlogmas, so all the Vlogmas days are there for you to catch up or to rewatch if you guys are feeling it. And while you're down there, also check out my Patreon to join the Patreon family so you guys don't miss out on every behind the scenes and basically just a full other snippet of my life. So make sure you guys check that out so you guys don't miss out on that. But other than that, I really hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Right? Tell them to subscribe. I'm super excited. Are you leaving me? Don't leave me. The burn.